Favor with God has never been a birthright. John 1:10-13. He came into the very world he created, but the world didn't recognize him. He came to his own people, and even they rejected him. But to all who believed him and accepted him, he gave the right to become children of God. They are reborn not with a physical birth resulting from human passion or plan, but a birth that comes from God. God has always chosen his people, and his people have had to believe him by faith, obedience, loyalty, and trust. Abraham was a nobody. Genesis 11 starts with the Tower of Babel and moves into the descendants of Shem, one of the three sons of Noah. From this line came Terah, who lived in Ur of the Chaldeans with his son Abram. A little after Terah's brother died, leaving his nephew Lot with him, Terah moved to Haran with Abraham and Sarai. God could have chosen anyone on earth at that time. Earth's population is estimated anywhere between hundreds of thousands to low millions. This would be around 350 years after the flood, when God spoke to Abram. Just to be clear, being descended from Abraham does not get any special privileges. Even Jacob and Esau, the sons of Isaac, were subject to vastly different futures from each other. Isaac and Ishmael, sons of Abraham, also had very different futures. God has famously culled perhaps millions of people from the Israelis, just in the Old Testament. The generation of Israelites that God swore would not enter the Promised Land was probably around 1 million. If being alive was a precondition for enjoying the material benefits of being God's chosen people, God sure spent a lot of time killing off those who disobeyed and sinned against him. Based on biblical genealogy, there are at least 3 and likely 4 prominent non-Israelite women who became part of the direct line leading to King David and subsequently the Messiah. Tamar, generally believed to be a Canaanite, married into the tribe of Judah and bore Perez, an ancestor of David. Rahab, a Canaanite from Jericho who helped the Israelite spies, married Salmon and became the mother of Boaz. Ruth, a Moabite woman who married Boaz, became the great-grandmother of King David. Bathsheba, possibly Hittite, referred to in the genealogy of Matthew as wife of Uriah the Hittite, is sometimes considered non-Israelite, though many scholars identify her as an Israelite married to a Hittite. It tortures the biblical account of Christianity to say that being an ethnic Jew buys any spiritual privilege or material benefits. If you could literally just marry into, or in so many words, just convert into Judaism, doesn't this imply that God's favor can be manipulated? Doesn't that also imply that Judaism is a path to God if being pure-blooded Jewish isn't? What if the Old Testament is a grand finale, culmination of God's redemption plan for mankind in Jesus? Gentiles have been in the plan all along. The point wasn't to have a separate religion or ethnic people heading to a pot of gold along a tumultuous rainbow, but to God's promise, simply to those who believe in him and trust what he says. Listen to how silly this sounds. You could have eternal life believing in Jesus, or you could convert to Judaism and get this sweet little house in the Middle East over here. That's not biblical.